Okay, scene 7, the last scene of Act 1. All right, the scene is inside Macbeth's castle, but not in the dinner hall where the king and everyone is partying. There's oboes and torches. Enter a sewer or sewer and divers, servants with dishes and service, and pass over the stage. Like maybe they would set this in the kitchen where, the servants are, serving the feast. And Macbeth leaves the dinner party and comes to this room by himself and speaks to the audience. So this is a famous soliloquy. If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all, here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we'd jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's having second thoughts. He's saying, if this could be done simply, it would be better, but it probably can't be done simply. This is a big deal. He's here in double trust. He's referring to Duncan, of course. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against his murder shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked new-born babe, striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself and fails on the other. So Macbeth has changed his mind. Duncan's too good to kill. And he also doesn't want to hear all the complaining that might happen after it's over. And another, maybe we should pay attention to how many times they mention babies. Pity like a naked newborn babe striding the blast of heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air. That's worthy of doing some research and figuring out what that's talking about. All right, so Macbeth changed his mind. He's not going to do the assassination. Uh-oh, here comes Lady Macbeth. How now? What news? He hath almost supped. Why have you left the chamber? Hath he asked for me? Know you not he has? We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in the newest gloss, not cast aside so soon. How do you think Lady Macbeth's going to take this news? Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest, the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor adage and like the poor cat in the adage? All right, we're in trouble now, husbands. Lady Macbeth is calling out his manhood. She calls him a coward. Macbeth says, Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none. Lady Macbeth responds, What beast was it, then, that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both? They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums, and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this. Okay, this is clearly the strangest analogy that Shakespeare ever came up with, maybe. It's like she's comparing her husband who's changed his mind about killing the king, and she's saying that if you were a baby nursing on me and offended me, it's kind of hard to understand. It's like, how would a baby that's nursing you, that you're nursing, upset you so much that you would bash the baby's brains out? It's interesting. If it makes you uncomfortable, that was probably what it was meant to do. All right. And if we should fail, we fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains, will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell? It's a pretty good plan. Now, this gets Macbeth excited, to say the least. He grabs her and says, "Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted mettle should compose nothing but males. Will it not be deceived when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?" So he repeats the plan. And he thinks that his wife is so masculine or so powerful that if she got pregnant, she would only be capable of having sons. All right, the wife responds, "Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death? I am settled, and bend up, each corporal agent to his terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know." And that's the end of Act 1. It's all set up. I wonder what's going to happen in Act 2. We'll find out. See you later. Bye.